this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to pass your F1 visa interview even without funding. Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Annie and I am an international student here in the United States and I'm pursuing my master's degree in technology project management. I'm sure most of you guys are scared of the F1 visa interview, but do not worry. I came to the United States without any funding and here I am. I passed the interview. Keep watching so you can hear my tips and my tricks. Just a disclaimer, I am not a visa officer. I do not work in the American Embassy. The information I'm going to be sharing in this video is based on my experiences and the experience of my friends and those that I've met here in the United States. I made a video a few months ago where I shared my experience at the embassy, everything I was asked and all my experiences during my interview process from start to finish. I'm going to mention 3 things you should not do before your F1 visa interview or during your F1 visa interview. First of all, do not give somebody your DS160 to fill for you. Secondly, do not lie when filling your DS160. And thirdly, do not stutter during your interview. Appear confidently. Now, going to the things you should do. Look good, appear good. As a lady, make your hair, wear your best dress, and then as a guy, look presentable, look smart. You want to look like you're not coming to the US to suffer. You're not coming to look like you don't have the money to, take care of yourself here. So you want to show them that you are good, that you just want to come here to school and go back to your country. And then over prepare. Yes. don't take it as one of those normal job interviews or anything. Over prepare. Trust me, over preparing is going to save you. During my time, I froze. Like everything I had practiced almost left my head, but because I over prepared, I was just talking. I was just answering whatever questions that was being thrown on me. Then make sure you are very audible, appear very confident, look into their eyes, don't look down. Yes, look into their eyes. They are psychologists. They know, they want to scare you, but don't be scared. Look into their eyes, answer your question with confidence, be audible, and let's see if you're not going to get the white paper. Before I forget, make sure you remember everything you filled in your DS160. That is why I said your DS160 should be very detailed, and make sure you don't forget anything there. Make sure you don't lie, so that when you're being asked something that you can't remember, it's something you already know. If you're still watching this video to this very moment, let's dig it. So if you do not have a fully funded scholarship, this is one trick that I would advise. In your I-20, you need to tell your school that you have 2 bank statements. The statement of your sponsor, which is probably your mom, your dad, your uncle, sibling, anybody that your sponsor is, and then your own bank statement. Yes, it is advisable, based on my own experience, to have your sponsor's bank statement and your bank statement, which means I still have my own money. My sponsor is here to sponsor me. Yes, he's going to pay my fees, yes, but I still have some money on my own to take care of myself in case anything happens. So that's what I did. So I had to bring in my savings. I had to, make sure that all my money goes into one account, and then I sent it to my school, and it appeared in my DS160 that I have two sources of sponsorship or something like that. So it is advisable to have 2 bank statements, one for your sponsor and one for yourself. So when you're being asked this question, who is your sponsor, you can start with, I currently have $5,000, my personal funds, and then the rest of my deficit, which is maybe $15,000, is going to be covered by my mother, who is the owner of this big restaurant. She generates over 1,000 billion dollars a month, and she, you just sell your story that way. First of all, you've told them, you've portrayed to them that you have your money, you've been working and you earn. You don't want to come here and be a liability. Do you get it now? Now you know all about what to expect, how to appear during your interview. Let's dive into the visa interview questions and how to answer them. The first question is, why University of Texas? At this point, you'd have done your research. You'd have, Googled the best thing about University of Texas. You'd have checked everything about the university and align it with your course. So if they ask you, why University of Texas? You can say, University of Texas is one of the few universities, based on my research, that offer this course, maybe public health, international relations. When you're being asked why this program, you have to prove to them why you love the program. You have to prove to them that you have passion for it. You don't just go and say, a master's in public health is good. No, don't give them a generic, it's good, I feel. No, just, you need to make it, you need to sound professional. Yes. So when asked that question, why this program, you need to research more about your program. You need to know more about your program. So you can go ahead and say, getting a master's degree in technology project management will help me solve the gap in my current place of work. After doing my research as well and checking my curriculum and all the courses I'll be taking each semester, I realized that it actually aligns with my career goals, which is to also have my own company in Nigeria where I'll be working as a project manager, or just have to fix it. Reading from what somebody said in his own time. So he was asked, why did you choose mathematics? And he said, my passion for mathematics will actually help me solve one of the biggest and current problem in Nigeria, which is lack of data collection and a good interpretation of data, which results to an improper structure of the financial sector in Nigeria. A degree in mathematics will help me venture into data analysis, where I can be a major solution to this problem. So this particular response is perfect because he kept mentioning Nigeria. He kept mentioning what he's going to use this program, how he's going to, channel his career and channel whatever he's going to learn to a company in Nigeria, to the Nigerian system. So you just want to channel everything to Nigeria, to going back to your country to do this, going back to your country to start up this. You need to prove to them that you're actually going back. And then the next question would be, what do you currently do? Please be doing something. Don't say, I am not working, I've been looking for a job. No, even if it's a voluntary job, just say you just do something. You just have to prove that you're doing something, and you have to say that, and you have to write that to your TS-160. So my response to what do you currently do would be, I currently work in a financial institution where I manage the expenses of the bank. I carry out the day-to-day activities using Excel to align all the taxes, as well as working hand in hand with the software developers in my institution, where we carry out activities that is profitable to the organization. I think it's as simple as that. Voila. So you're stating what you're doing. Describe what you're doing. Don't say what you currently do. I currently work in a bank. Okay, you need to go further. They didn't ask you, tell me or describe your current job role. They won't ask you that. So it's advisable you just give them the answer they are looking out for. What do you currently do? You explain what you do, you explain your taxes. Not everything, but just mention a few of them. How many universities did you apply to? I applied to 3 universities and I got admitted into the 3 of them. How many siblings do you have? I have 7 siblings and I am the fifth, I am the seventh. Just as simple as that as well. This question I'm going to ask now is one of the most frequent questions which is being asked, and that is, what is your post-study plan? It could come as what is your plan after graduation, or what do you plan to do after you are done with your master's degree? You don't want to say, after I'm done with my master's degree, I will try my best to look out for a job. No, please don't say that. Thank you. But you can say, after my master's degree in technology project management, with the skill set that I have gotten, I will be returning back to my current place of work where I was issued a study leave to resume the position of a senior project manager, where I will be assisting the bank in the day-to-day activities and setting up meetings. And my long-term goal would be to start up my own business in Nigeria, where I will be assisting small businesses grow bigger. Did you understand the trick in this, my reply? I had to tell them that I have my goal, my short-term goal, which is to return to my current place of work. And my long-term goal is to start up my own business, because I want to grow higher. With my degree, I want to improve myself, better myself, and grow higher. So I would advise you have a long-term and a short-term goal. Mention the short-term goal first, because it's very realistic, before going into your long-term goal. What is your school's mascot? Just Google that. I don't need to explain. Just Google what is University of Kentucky's mascot, and then you see it. What is Texas State University's mascot, and then you see it. It is basically what the school is identified as. So just Google it, and then you might be asked that question, because a couple of people mentioned that they were asked that question. They want to know if you know more about your school, and you need to prove to them that you know everything about your school. Have you traveled outside Nigeria before? No, I have not traveled outside the country before. I haven't had any reason to do that until now. Very short answer, very precise, straight to the point. Who is covering your deficits, or who is sponsoring you? Or it can come as, oh, I can see you have some deficits. Who's going to cover this? And then you can start with, I currently have my personal savings of $10,000, and the rest of my deficit will be covered by my dad, who is the owner of XYZ organization, XYZ business. He generates over $100,000 annually, and then he's more than capable to take care of my school fees and cover the rest of my deficit. A couple of you would want to wait for them to ask you, what does he do? Like if you say, who is sponsoring you, you say, my father is sponsoring me. Then you wait for them to ask you, what does he do? Sometimes you know that is the next question they're going to ask you, so just go ahead and just say everything. This is who is sponsoring me, this is the amount the person has, this is why the person is capable of sponsoring me, and this is the, just mention everything straight to the point. Don't give them reasons to want to go deep or ask you anything deeper related to that question. Let's say you're going for your master's degree in project management and your undergrad is in international relations. I'm talking about myself because that's exactly my story. You have to look for ways to align those two courses. You need to explain yourself. You need to talk about why you had a switch. So if they ask you, oh, I see you did international relations in your undergrad, why are you going for project management now? And then you can say, I had a mentor and he's a project manager in Deloitte, and I really admire everything he does and all his work and effort. So he mentored me into everything about project management, and I decided that that is the field I would want to venture into because I automatically fell in love with the course. And then I did a further research, and that gave me reasons to want to go for my master's degree in the United States so I can get the best education for me to take up the position of a project manager, a senior project manager in my current place of work. So I just want to mention that if you can answer these questions correctly, questions like why the university, why the course, what do you currently do, what is your post-study plan, these questions are the basic questions. They are like a must ask questions. Out of the 4 of them, you'll be asked like at least 2 of it. So you need to understand everything about it. You need to do your research very well. You need to talk confidently and mention everything correctly. Do not forget, align everything to coming back to your country, coming back to Nigeria, coming back to Ghana, coming back to Kenya, coming back to wherever you are right now. You just have to say, oh, I am going to the US in order for me to get a better education and practice what I have learned in Nigeria. And if you can do this seamlessly with confidence, you are good to go. The link to my Instagram is on my description box, so you can send me a message for me to give you the written transcripts that I have. So I have lots of transcripts of people that have gone for interviews and what they said, how they said it, those that got rejected, why they got rejected, and those that got accepted, why they got accepted. So if you would want transcript like this, written transcript that you can use to practice, you can use during your mock interviews, just let me know in the comment section, and then you can as well send me a message on Instagram, and then I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you all the support that I can. Don't forget, practice, practice, practice. That's the key. Last but not the least, take it to God in prayers, because you can be very confident, very prepared, but then village people can decide to remember you. But no, put it in prayers, seek the face of God, and I wish you guys good luck in your F1 visa interview, and I am hoping to hear good news. Please come back to the comment section when you pass your interview and share your good news with the rest of us. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.